When the universe helps you win, faced with tears of joy, would you risk everything for love and a guitar? George, the shyest student in the school, decides to become a rock star to win Lisa's heart. Guitar. Within a few days, he takes on every possible chore, from babies and shopping to gardens and dogs. And of course, everything ends in incredible blunders. Will he manage to buy the guitar of his dreams, or will he become an absolute disaster? Exploding head.
Good evening, ladies. Jane, as always, your food was excellent.
Thank you, Mr. Jim. I'm glad you liked it.
Take care of yourself, okay? Don't work too much.
You saw that, right? Stop it, Sophie.
Why should I? He's a good man, has his own business, stands on solid ground. And he respects you. He likes you a lot. Jane, honestly, aren't you tired of being alone all these years? Since your husband left, it's been, what, 15 years?
16. George was 4 when he left. Now he's 20.
And you've been working non-stop. I know you do it for your child, but don't you deserve some rest too?
How can I rest? Expenses pile up, his studies are demanding. Architecture isn't cheap. Every month, he needs drafting tools, paints, models.
And you sacrifice everything so he can succeed.
I don't mind. He's a good kid, never asks for much. But I see how he looks at the other students, the ones who don't worry about money, who live more comfortably. And I wonder, am I being unfair to him?
You're not being unfair. You're raising him right. But Jane, what about you? Mr. Jim looks at you in a way that, well, you know.
This isn't the time for such things. George is my priority.
George is growing up, and you deserve to rebuild your life too. And where is George now?
Where else? At his university. My little bird doesn't trouble me at all. Just think, he's paying his own way through school on scholarship, having been among the top entrants in architecture.
Well done, my dear. You should be proud of him.
May he stay well.
5 p.m., Friday before a long weekend. That sacred hour when architecture students ugly cry with relief. 2 hours of perspective geometry was basically a holiday gift. The sun shone with suspicious optimism as I marched home, master plan in mind. 1. Survive lecture 2, collapse on bed 3, fantasize about Lisa in 4K. The moment I stepped onto the cobblestone courtyard, aka the path of doom, I heard my name called. The voice hit me like an alarm clock set to mortifying childhood memory. There she was, my first-floor neighbor, Anna, draped over her balcony railing like a telenovela star mid-cliffhanger. Meanwhile, I stood frozen, fingers absently picking at what might have been the same t-shirt I'd worn since Tuesday. He motioned for me to wait and then vaulted down the stairs with the grace of someone who definitely didn't still have bedhead. I, on the other hand, looked like I'd been styled by a sleep-deprived raccoon. Anna's outfit, that infamous grey sweater that clung just enough to suggest she owned exactly one bra and it was currently on vacation, should have been illegal. The way it dipped when she laughed, a public menace. Before I could muster my pre-rehearsed witticism, something brilliant like, I'm awake, I swear, she'd materialized beside me, her energy hitting like a caffeine overdose. The contrast was cruel, her in that effortlessly cool sweater, me in what could legally be classified as a fabric crime.
Morning, George. You look like someone cancelled Netflix.
Morning. This isn't the same shirt, you know, it's a collection.
I heard your guitar serenade last night. Were you practicing or sending SOS signals?
It was ambient studying noise.
Liar. Anyway, emergency. My brother's band needs an audience tonight. Free drinks if you clap loud enough to cover their mistakes.
What's the catch?
The snacks are just peanuts from 2018. But Lisa's coming.
I have laundry.
Your laundry can wait. This is your chance to not be boring. B. Play hero when the guitarist quits mid-show. C. Accidentally impress Lisa when you save the night.
So, we're going together? I asked, immediately wishing I could swallow the words back. My voice cracked on, together, making it sound like an accusation.
Yeah, unless you'd rather stay home watching architectural blueprints for fun.
I've got exams, I blurted out. The lie tasted like stale coffee. My last exam had been 2 weeks ago, unless you counted my daily test of, how long can I stare at Lisa's Instagram before my phone dies? Anna's eyebrow arched.
On a Friday night, what are you studying? Advanced hermetology.
It's a makeup exam, I said, scrambling. 4. Perspective geometry. Even as the words left my mouth, I knew she wasn't buying it. The way her sweater sleeve slipped off her shoulder felt like a visual eye roll. Anna's smile didn't reach her eyes this time.
Right, well, good luck with that. Her gaze darkened as she saw me in the mood to leave. Right, well, good luck with that. And one more thing about tonight. Danny from your class is coming. He said Lisa might show up too.
My stomach did that thing where it tries to become a black hole. Danny, guitarist Danny, I only play original compositions, Danny. Anna smiled, triumphant.
The one and only. He's bringing his 12-string.
12 strings are overcompensation, I muttered.
So is pretending to have exams, last chance, George.
The words hung between us like a skipped heartbeat. For a second, the universe paused, wind holding its breath, sunlight catching the dust motes mid-fall. Anna stood perfectly still, that damn sweater sleeve slipping off her shoulder again, a tactical distraction, I swear. Then I did it, the great George Chris special, turn and bolt. Behind me, I heard, 1. A quiet sigh, the disappointed kind mom's perfect, 2. One resigned shuffle of sneakers on concrete. 3. The unmistakable sound of someone deleting your number from their phone. I didn't look back, but my traitorous brain replayed it anyway. Her fingers tightening on the railing. That single strand of hair escaping her bun. The exact moment her smile collapsed into something I'd dream about in 4K for weeks. Epilogue. Distance walked, 12 steps. Dignity intact, 0%. Regret loading, 100%. Later, in my room, 10:07 p.m. Convinced myself I made the right choice. 10:12 p.m. Realized Danny probably knows more than 4 chords. 10:15 p.m. Discovered Anna unfollowed me on Instagram. 10:16 p.m. Rationalized it was for the best. 10:17 p.m. Lie, next episode teaser. George will see Anna at the party with someone else. Spoiler. It's her brother, but his drama llama brain won't process that. He'll say, I don't even care, while sobbing into ice cream. Ben and Jerry's chunky rejection flavor. He'll write a guitar ballad so cringe, even his wall will develop second-hand embarrassment. You know that feeling when you're walking to class, but your brain is already planning your escape route. Yeah, that was me. Backpack slung over one shoulder, hands in my pockets. Classic, I'm totally prepared for today, look. Spoiler, I wasn't. As I entered the university grounds, I mentally checked my to-do list. 1. Attend class. Mayor. 2. Avoid making a fool of myself. Unlikely. 3. Maybe, just maybe, talk to Lisa. Not a chance. I was just about to slip into the background like a professional introvert when, boom, I stumbled upon a group of my classmates deep in conversation. My survival instincts told me to walk away, but curiosity had other plans.
Dude, did you hear? The strangers lost their guitarist.
No way, what happened?
The guy got drafted. He's wearing army boots now instead of Converse.
Whoa, that's rough. One day you're rocking a solo, the next you're marching in formation.
So, they're holding auditions. Tonight, at the local cinema theater.
That's gonna be crazy. Imagine getting in. The strangers are huge around here.
Huh, that's cool.
So let me get this straight. The biggest band in town was suddenly missing a guitarist. And auditions were happening tonight. I did the only logical thing a socially awkward guy could do. I stood there, nodded like I totally belonged in this conversation, and internally screamed. Ladies and gentlemen, gather round for the tale of how I, George the unfinancially responsible, successfully guilt-tripped my mother into funding my midlife crisis at 19. After 2 weeks of strategic whining, including a PowerPoint titled, Why Buying This Guitar is Cheaper Than My Future Therapy, I finally cracked her. The deal, she'd toss in $50 if I, 1. Stopped, accidentally, buying milk I never drink, turns to imaginary mom, but calcium, mom. 2. Banned, luxury, ketchup on my spaghetti, gasps, that's culinary blasphemy. 3. Showered in under 15 minutes, muttering, what am I, a Navy SEAL? Oh, and I may have promised my scholarship money would repay her, despite it currently being as mythical as my dating life. But the masterstroke, convincing her to come here today, points to shop door, lowers voice, watch as I, a mere mortal, attempt to justify why this, air quotes, priceless diamond, aka a hunk of wood with strings, deserves her hard-earned cash. Spoiler, It involves extensive air guitaring and zero actual talent. God help us both. That's it, my one-way ticket out of socially awkwardville. God, I sound like a Disney Channel villain. But look at that gloss. That's the sheen of future regret.
500 euros. Son, did you wander into the "I own a yacht" section by accident?
Mom, if I owned a yacht, I'd be on the yacht, playing this guitar on it.
And how exactly will you pay for this ticket? With the stocks you don't own or the savings you blew on Steam sales?
Ah, a young man with taste. This beauty sings like a choir of angels.
If angels screamed into a distortion pedal while their rent was due.
Funny, why is the Aegean Sound Labs logo held on with double-sided tape? Is this a demo model?
That's a limited edition for discerning collectors.
Stop enabling him. I've seen more honest pricing at used car lots. What's your actual cost from the workshop?
Mom, we're getting banned from every music store in the city.
Exactly. That's why we're going straight to the source. Come on, kiddo. Thanks for your time.
I throw a last glance at the guitar like it's my dying pet. This isn't goodbye, it's see you after I pawn my PlayStation. 10 minutes later, we stood in a guitar workshop that smelled like wood shavings and broken dreams.